Hello all and welcome to DFH Channel's English in Everyday Life. Before we move on, let me remind you to subscribe to the channel if you like our videos. Also, do not forget to hit the like button as you watch the videos and share it as much as possible. Also, do not forget to follow us on Instagram at directfromheart.yt. There are typically a few situations in our lives where you actually get stuck speaking English and you are not able to express yourself. This has happened very often with my students, and of course, at times it also happens with me. So, I have picked up a few of those situations and a few words that would help you to probably express these situations better. So here we go with the first one. Dismayed. How did you feel when you heard the retirement news of Dhoni? Well, I'm a great fan of Dhoni, so I felt dismayed. He's a great captain. We will be missing a great cricketer from the Indian team. This feeling is called dismayed. Feeling distressed and unhappy is called dismay. How did you like my spectacled look? Well, I don't know whether you like it or not, but this makes me feel a little uncomfortable. It makes my nose twitch. Did you get the word? The word is twitch, which means this movement is called twitch. A sudden movement, a sudden short movement is called a twitch. I tried to suppress my laughter, but somehow the twitch on my lips gave away that I was wanting to laugh. That's a twitch. Okay? I asked her about her relationship status. She felt uncomfortable and twitched in her chair. So that sudden movement, sudden shake is called a twitch. Now there are times when you want to say that you don't want to fill your house with furniture. So there are other ways of saying the same thing. मुझे अपना घर फर्नीचर से भरना बिल्कुल भी अच्छा नहीं लगता है. So how do we say that in English? I do not like to cram my house with furniture. मतलब you are actually putting too many things in a place that is called cramming. Cram को किसी और context में भी आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो. The best way to learn a language for basic learners is to cram sentences. मतलब by heart करना. Trying to memorize a few sentences, and that is how you learn the language to begin with. Come here, sit, आओ बैठो. So these are the few things, that's how you learn, isn't it? Any new language is learnt by cramming initially. So by memorizing a few expressions. Now that also reminds me of the next word, cramp. A similar word is cramp. I think we already discussed this. This is a cramped place, matlab a very small place. So we have already discussed in one of our previous videos where we, talked about avoiding very as much as possible. Remember that? So that is it. Now, the next one. Sometimes there are certain situations which make you act in a specific way, or there are certain situations or certain things that cause a sudden movement. So let us see what they are. इस सिचुएशन को जैसे जब आपको बोलते हैं मैं हाँ उस समय में मुझे जो लगा वो मैंने किया, समय के हिसाब से मैंने एक्ट किया, जब आपको ये बोलना होता है या क्योंकि समय के अनुसार कुछ कर दिया, then what do we use? How do we express it in English? I did it in the spur of the moment. Spur actually means something that triggers an action. किसी चीज़ या किसी situation के वजह से कोई action हो रहा है तो उसको spur कहते हैं. Okay? For example, my friend and I had a heated argument, and in the spur of the moment, I said, "We are no more friends," but I regretted it later. Which means in the heat of the moment. The sudden death of the politician created a spur in the city. You're watching a horror movie in the night and suddenly there's a loud noise somewhere in the house. What do? You shudder. Shudder is actually shiver, you get scared. Out of fear, you shudder at times. Out of anger also at times you shudder, Shuddering means shivering. The sudden noise made me shudder. Here we do not use which. I'm sure you're able to make the difference between the words. So shudder is actually shivering, okay? The news of the demise of hundreds of people in an earthquake made me shudder. आपको अच्छा नहीं लगता है, you kind of हिल जाते हो, बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में. So that is what is called as shudder. Your maid is working in the kitchen and she's washing vessels. There's a noise when she washes the vessels. How do you express that noise? Or you go to a workshop and the workers there are working with metal instruments. You hear a noise there. What kind of noise is that? That noise can be called as clatter. As I was doing this video, my maid was working in the kitchen and the clattering of the vessels was disturbing my video. The clattering sound from the instruments made it difficult for me to hear what my friend was saying over the phone on the other side. So that's how you use the word clattering. Now clatter बोलते हो तो एक और word आ जाता है clutter. When there are a lot of things spread across unevenly, making it look messy, then you call it as clutter. Okay? The table was cluttered with stationery. Cluttered, फैला पड़ा हुआ है, बुक्स है वहाँ पे, पेन्स पड़े हुए हैं, पेंसिल्स पड़े हुए हैं, इरेजर्स पड़े हुए हैं. So that the whole table was cluttered. So this also makes me think about another word with C, cranky. When your child is in a very bad mood and wants what he wants for sure, is not ready to listen to you at all, you say the child is cranky. जब आपका बच्चा होते हैं बच्चे अक्सर बैड मूड में चले जाते हैं और सुनते नहीं हैं किसी के, बहुत रोते हैं कभी कभी, उनको जो चाहिए होता है चाहिए ही होता है. Then you say the child is cranky. So those were the words for a few situations in our lives. I hope this video did help you. I tried to give the meanings of the words in as simple ways or as simple words as possible. The reason is the other day I was listening to a podcast, and podcast होता है audio clips, okay, where you actually get to listen to podcasts on various topics, or because I am into English, I was listening to an English podcast, and I tell you they were actually giving out new words for the learners, and you won't believe it that the meaning of the word seemed to be much more complicated than the word itself. I hope that this video does help you. If it did help you, please do not forget to hit the like button, share the video as much as possible, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. Your subscriptions are important to us. Also, do not forget to follow us on Instagram at directfromheart.yd. Stay tuned for our further videos. Bye bye and see you soon.